Hi guys. So this is the second case, undoing an action. So this is a case of undoing unfrequent action, right? So Twitter is a good example. So if you look at the right side, this is how the app looks like when the app starts, right? So there's the text area and then the tweet button. And then once the user types in the text and clicks the tweet button, this uh, notification shows up. Oh, you tweeted HHH, and then there's a undo button, right? So this message shows up for a while, delaying carrying out the action and giving the user an opportunity to undo the action, right? And and the user thinks, oh, yeah, you're right. I don't want to tweet this, and clicks the undo button. Then this message shows up and say tweet retracted, right? Um, and then the original message shows up here in the text area. So that's what app does. If you look at the server side, the code is quite long. So I decided to take a different approach. Instead of typing the code with you guys, I'm gonna just show you the entire code, and I'm gonna explain what it does. All right? Okay, let's do that. So that way we can save time. So I studied an app here already. Okay, so let's close and let's start it again. So that's how it looks, right? Um, if you look at the UI side, the code, there's no surprise here, nothing new. There's a text area input. Um, the input ID is message, and there's no label, and then the placeholder, what's happening, shows up here in the text area. And then there's height is indicated by rows. We provided three. I mean, if you provide greater number, uh, you have a taller text area, right? And then there's a action button. So no surprise, nothing new. Now, the server side, we have this customized function. Author named it run later. So this is basically to delay an action, right? So we use observe event function. So observe event because this is what's happening when the user clicks the tweet button, action button, right? And the important function here is invalidate later. Okay, so this is the main function that delays the action. All right, so that's the main point here. And this run later will be used. So when you click on this, double click, it the same word is highlighted or put it in rectangle like here. Uh, you can see where else the run later shows up in the script. So it shows up here. Okay, and so once we have a custom function to delay the action of tweeting, right? In the server side, we have two blocks of code. So we have the first block using observe event when the tweet button is clicked. So this defines what happens, what the app does when the user clicks the tweet button. Okay, so the event is tweet, right? And the second block is again observe event. So this event is undo. So you know user types text and tweet, and then um, there's that undo button, right? If the undo button here is clicked, right, that's the event undo. Then this happens. So that's the second block, right? So let's look at the first observe event code here. This is what happens when the user clicks the tweet, right? And let's do that. Type tweet. Then this undo message shows up with an action button undo, right? So we have notification, last message defined here, right? So notification is some message. So we have blue function tweeted and then input dollar sign message, right? So where else this notification is used? Oh, show notification. So when the user tweets something, there's that show notification, and then there's a text. The text part, right? Tweeted HHH, right? That's notification. Okay, that's notification, and that is used inside show notification function. Okay, right? And then there's also last message. So last message, you notice that It's also the message, whatever the user types in the text area, right? Unlike, I mean, many of you probably see this the first time. Instead of usual assigning symbol, we have two left arrow, right? So um, this, we the author used this double arrow and then dash because this last message is also used outside this function. If you double click this last message, it's using the second block. So actually, he could have defined this in here in the second block and just use the regular assigning symbol. But anyways, this assigning symbol with the double arrows, um, it's for assigning a value globally. Meaning you could use this in outside the current function. Okay, so in other words, current function is here, but last message is also used here outside that function, right? And update text area. Um, so when a tweet button is clicked, you see the text area is updated, right? So this is to clear the text area, okay? Um, and so we have this show notification, right? So this show notification function is triggered again when the event occurs. Event is this tweet, right? And this notification is due to this show notification um, function. And then it displays notification, right, which was defined here. And then there's also action and action equals action button, undo, right? And input ID for action button is undo. So that undo is used in the second block. Again, we have observe event. The event is undo when the user clicks on that undo button, right? What happens, right? So tweet and then click undo. But then there's that notification tweet retracted, and that is right here, show notification, right? And also, it also carries out this function, destroy or cancel the delayed action, right? So again, that's the whole point of this app, right? To demonstrate this tweet is delayed and gives an opportunity for the user to cancel the tweet. And that's what's happening here with the destroy function, all right? And also, when undo event occurs, the third thing is update text area input, right? With the last message. So remember, we had this update text area function up here as well. But here, um, we clear the text area. But here the value is last message, right? Last message was whatever the user typed in. So see what happens, right? So user typed in HHH, right? When the user clicks the tweet button, it clears the text area. And when the user clicks undo button, then last message, which is HHH, should reappear. So let's see that. Tweet clears the text area, undo, HHH, right? That is what's happening here. Update text area input. Okay. And in the first block, the third action here, the third part, or is it the second action? Delay actually sending the tweet by 3 seconds. So here, run later, that's a custom function that was defined up here. So that's basically observe event. But, the author, um, created this custom function because he didn't want to put all this text down here, right? So with the run later, it's more readable, right? So run later has all these functions in it, right? So invalidate later. So again, this delays the action, giving the user opportunity to undo or cancel the tweet, right? And also what it does is it prints. So with the cat function, it prints this message in the console, right? So let's see. So I'm gonna open console here. So all this happens when this event occurs. Again, event is the user clicking this tweet function. So I'm gonna click. So it's actually here already, so it's hard to see. It's sending this message to console, actually sending tweets. So let me close it down, right? Because it's hard to see. Let's run this app again. So it's listening. The app started. HHH. tweet, right? So I mean, with a little bit of delay, it sends this message to the console, actually sending tweet. So this message is sent after giving the user the opportunity to cancel the tweet, right? And that's why there's a little bit of lag time. And also, the second action here is remove notification tweeting. So tweeted here is this notification. Um, the ID was defined to this show notification function so that we can refer to this notification in remove notification function down below. The same is here, right? All right. So that is for uh, this the video for this section. And I also want you to read this trash, right? And that is all for this chapter. So in the next video, I'm going to explain the code along assignment in this chapter and the apply assignment. All right. I'll see you in the next video.